No. What? Did I just not hear myself? I should be able to hear myself, right? Seems a little low. Is this better? Kinda better. And let's try talking while this is on. I don't know, I just seem quiet, like my volume's all the way up on Discord. On Twitch.
Unknown soul. Unknown soul.
And I really don't know if it's my, just like, why don't you try turning the mic up a little bit then? Jackass? Anyhow. Okay, that does sound better. Okay. Cool. I feel better about this now. Alright. Now we're in. Let's see what random matches we can get. DeadSec is a true gamer now? What do? Pay for DLC? Pay for add-ons? Pay to win add-ons? That makes you a true gamer, right? Hi Dora. Hi DeadSec.
A merchant ship replete with riches attracts more chaos than customers.
Oh, I thought that said riches.
Your punishment will be quite severe.
It is anyone's battle.
Oh, son of a bitch, I was hoping we wouldn't see him like early on, so he would be a surprise. You know, fuck it. I'm not spoiling anything, but I am gonna play a bonus match. So, by the way, oh, you got your first gamer headset? By the way, I spent a large chunk of yesterday playing this game. It was so bad.
Warriors cross swords.
I shall never hand over Soul Edge.
When will you learn?
Battle 1. Fight.
I'm talking. Oh, okay. Why am I talking? What? What am I doing? Yeah.
Still standing.
Oh, I knocked his armor off.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Wow, sounds like y'all like this matchup. Oh, look at him. How is his armor so— oh, never mind. Well, that's not a relevant question anymore.
Leave this place. as you go. I'll decimate you.
Damn.
You'll be lost to history.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who
Anyways, what I was doing in this game yesterday was I was playing Libra of Soul mode, which is basically like
You never learn, do you?
your OC mode thing. And that's the real main story of this game, honestly. Because it's long as hell. Oh my god. Like the you know, the main story mode of this mode, the Soul Chronicle mode, had like what, 12 chapters or something?
welcome to the stage of
Maybe.
history retold.
I mean, this thing, Libra of Soul mode, has so much in it. There's like random battles and side quests and shit. I would never, I don't know that I would ever stream it, unless you guys like really wanted to see it, because I'm not gonna lie, it is straight up boring.
You won't let me pass, huh?
Like, if you think most of these,
See what you like.
oh, that's just straight up some, I did not recognize her, okay. Like, it's just, I don't know, there are only so many side quests about bandits and blacksmiths that I can take before I'm like, alright, I'm over it, thanks. And Libra of Soul just does not have a whole lot to
It must be seized.
offer in that regard. Some parts of it are cool, like I figured out that like things that happen in Libra of Soul are referenced in some of the character stories in Soul Chronicle. It's canon, despite the fact that it stars your OC. It's canon, and that's totally fucking weird to me.
Don't cry now. Night. Thistle.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Thistle.
You're not too bad, you know.
Alright. But with that, I guess we will enter the Soul Chronicle. That awkward moment when you're like, you don't know if someone's gonna come to a stream on their own without you messaging them. But like, you go into the DMs and like, ugh. You like realize that the last thing you said to them was, hey, come to my stream. I don't know, I feel bad because it's like, people probably wouldn't be there, but... It's awkward. It's an awkward thing that I don't like having to do, and it happens sometimes. So anyways, I think today we're going to start with Yoshimitsu. So... Yoshi. Oh god. I did say you could call him Yoshi, didn't I? I'm just kidding. Not like I don't have time when there's text going on. The Munji clan's cruel fate. Yoshimitsu is such a different character in this game than in Soul Calibur 2. It feels like to me anyway. But I'll talk about that as we go.
The Manji clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war. Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman.
You said that name very quickly.
They took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm. Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains. Finally, good tidings for our lord. Huh?
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
Oh shit, there he is.
You some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? Why do you look like that?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon. Now it is my turn to ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You will get nothing from me!
Yeah, Yoshimitsu is kind of what's the word the kids use? Raw?
Battle 1. Fight!
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh my god, the spin attack. Well. Oh god. Why does he look like fucking Batman's butler on his hood? Oh my god! I did the thing. Also, he had stilts for a second there, and I don't know how that happened, but I love it.
Take this.
I think... I think yes. There is a Yoshimitsu in Tekken that is like the same character, but like different.
And recall what you can about Soul Edge. But know this, you cannot lie to a Manji.
Months? Mind reading?
So it is as the rumors say. Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to have searched for it far and wide. But now, that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you fiends the meaning of hell on earth.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy Yoshimitsu. I just like, I don't know why I don't play him more, honestly. It's kind of a weird... it's kind of, I don't know why, because he's fucking awesome. But also, I guess it's because his move set is so cool.
Tell me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
Enough. My, what a black
Whoa,
tape
hello,
system.
waha.
So you are the one.
She's in Libra of Soul, but she is not this hot in Libra of Soul.
Tell me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once.
I kind of forgot about her. Why isn't she playable? I mean, she is if you just make her in custom mode, basically. That's what all these random characters are. They're all done in character creation. God, that is an amazing move. Oh my god, he falls over afterwards. Hey, Klaxy. Seriously, I love this guy. He's so wacky. He's such a wacky dude. Oh my god, why is this guy wielding like a fucking, like... Isn't this the kind of weapon you can go to, like they have places where you can, like, fight people with foam weapons like this now? Dude. Because they're all Lila's boys. And Lila likes the leopard print. Lila likes the leopard print. Lila likes the leopard linens. I guess it's not that hard to say if I can keep adding to it. You know, look up. There she is. Look at him. Look at him size. I don't know. Also, I learned a technique in the Libra of Soul mode that is like an essential fucking technique to learn in this game. And I did not know how to do it ever, and I kept seeing things about it online, like, you have to use their soul charge. With their soul charge, they can do this. And I'm like, what the fuck? How do I even do that? Apparently it's like this. And you get all, like, special powers and glowy and shit. Ooh, I sucked her face to death.
everything I know. But it is all hearsay. Make of it what you will.
So, the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so, I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd.
Got something
Even
that
as a
might
businessman,
interest you.
I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you.
I did not enunciate that correctly.
Get out of my sight.
To the Ming Empire. Oh, here we go.
That looks like quite a burden, brother. How about taking a load off?
This is the sacred sutra of Buddha himself. A full heart fills not one's belly.
If he's real, let's see him save your life right now! What the? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, I don't think that was the Spanish port. Remind me when we're done his thing, and I'll show you where he goes. They have to reuse the, you know, the settings where they make sense, you know what I mean? So like the port stage has to just kind of be a port stage, even though it's based on one thing.
Yoshimitsu!
Oh.
How's this? How's this? Quiet! Poison! How's this?
I mean, if you want to believe he was hopping and hopping like a badass, then you are. That is an explanation that I will not fault for. It does show. I don't know where it shows this in, like. I'll have to look at it the next transition we go through, but like. On the one screen. Oh god, there's one. Did that just like give him health? Wait, what? DeadSec, I am one of those people who doesn't really want
Thank
anything
you kindly
crashed.
for your help. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is
Hello,
the
Sir
beginning
Spectres.
of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a
Welcome to
different
the path I walk
your
is strewn with
destination
corpses.
may remain the same.
A novel. I
pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
You want to walk that path, Dora? I'm a little disturbed. You have to consider the context of these corpses. Like, if they're corpses that you made, then that's still pretty scary, but slightly better outcome for you. But if they're not, then that's probably a problem. And also, like, whose corpses are they? Oh god, are we Colton?
You had best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
Also, I love his voice. Isn't his voice awesome?
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Ah, there you are. I have been waiting. Your lizard man knew nothing that could aid me, so...
Why, you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pelgaea.
Wait, you mean the Pokemon? That's Lizard Man! The boy! Excite. Also, Pichu is a neat choice for that. I haven't played many fighting games because I suck at them, so... Why a cult? There was always a cult. There's always a cult. Look at Lizard Man. This is like one naked ass Lizard Man. They did not bother to dress this one. Can we just... I don't know, there's just something about Yoshimitsu that's just like, he's got some Voldo energy. Like, just enough Voldo energy. I really need to like make a sexy character that uses his moveset, because I don't actually want to use, like, I feel bad saying that, because like, oh, you're so shallow. I think one of the reasons you don't see Yoshimitsu's moveset so much on people is because, like, it attaches the... Oh, right, I forgot he rips out their fucking soul as his special move. That is a thing that happens. Oh my god, I do love Mr. Satan in the original Budokai. I was so excited for him.
Tell me, who has Soul Edge?
They call him Nightmare, the vanguard of High
Him and his
Priest.
little jetpack.
He's waiting
That was
for an
amazing.
opportunity to strike.
Final question. Where is this Nightmare?
And you could actually use the exploding Game Boy attack. That was like the best, that's like the best move in any fighting game. Mr. Satan is like unironically one of the best characters in Dragon Ball Z though. Don't at me.
I have failed! Pelgaea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
What are you, Sweeney Todd?
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power?
What the hell is wrong with everyone here? God, that just, while we're on the topic, that just reminds me of the abridged Lord Slug movie. One of the lines from that movie that lives in my head rent-free is when Lord Slug says, very exasperatedly, What the hell is wrong with you people? After Piccolo rips off his own ears. It's just like so funny because yeah, they're a goofy bunch, those guys.
This must be his doing. Such cruel.
Such cruel. Many bloodshed.
Nightmare treads. Only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is my soul now clouded like my sword? No, I cannot allow the flame of vengeance to fade. I cannot.
Boasting a power clear and pure. Alright, chat, vote on who the young female warrior boasting a power clear and pure is. Who do you think it is? Guesses. There's a speaking of that, DeadSec, there's a song in this game that definitely has the main riff from Fire Emblem Engage in it. The one I like? Which one, DeadSec? There are a couple. Zhao, you mean Xianghua? Xianghua. 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 DeadSec wins.
It belongs to you, does
I would
it not?
assume.
Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes, I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
You bear a strange power,
In fairness, I didn't know it either.
but it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods.
I didn't know it
Things
either,
evil
but
use.
that would have
I
also
shall have
that was
no
also my
choice but to
guess.
stop you.
I guess I should have said that. Oh shit, I didn't let Sir Spectre's guess. Crap. My bad.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ooh!
No way!
Oh, that's not what I meant. A and B, that took health from it. What is the QED on that exactly? Is that a joke for me? Oh balls. Oh balls. You know, I was gonna consider not stealing your soul, but now I kinda wanna steal your soul. Just this once. Just this once.
sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's eyes and their voice. Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
I do not know. I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
Well, that was a lot. Oh shit, we in the Astral Chaos. Oh shit. Dark Yoshi.
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know my name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
Darth Yoshi, oh god. I have a feeling this fight is gonna be like hard. Oh my god, look how fucking cool he looks. Hello? Right now I'm like that Green Day song where I'm like, I'm not fucking around. I'm surprised I don't quote that song off. Fatty Yoshi? Darth Gluton Yoshi. Oh, I love how his name is just Sword Demon. I'm gonna steal your soul, which is my soul, which is your soul. Rub balls. Now he's stealing his soul back. He said, I'll be taking this back then. Wait, what the fuck? Why does that happen? I said it's my turn with this skull. Well, guess what? I'm gonna miss taking it back. Yep. Naturally. I knew before I did it. I was like, somehow this is gonna work.
Resist. I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent
I have no idea who's talking.
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Do not reproach yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked
warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords
Yoshimitsu's story.
have been etched into the very
I remember
fibers of
vaguely
history.
enjoying it, but like it's actually one of the good ones, I feel. So let me just talk a little bit about Yoshimitsu. First of all, I finally have to tell this story about Soul Calibur 2. So Yoshimitsu and Sophitia share something in common in Soul Calibur 2, and it's the dumbest fucking thing, and this is only something that I would remember and call out. But in Soul Calibur 2, they both included the word repent as part of their battle quotes. They both said it, and like I remember after I played Soul Calibur 2, I thought I was fucking Galaxy Brain because everything I wrote had like the word repent in it like a couple of fucking times. I will always remember that about I will always remember that about Soul Calibur 2. It's like, oh right. Every time I hear that word, which is not often, I'm like, oh right. So the thing about Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur 2 is like, again, he did not have this story. So he was just this really goofy, like, clown-looking dude. Look up his alts in Soul Calibur 2, and he was very goofy looking. Like, in one, he had, like, 4 face masks on each side of his face. They shared a bed. I hope not. In one of his costumes, he had, like, 4 different face masks on each side of his face, you know? And, like, this wild, like, flame hair. And then in the other one, he was, like, a samurai, but he had, like, a clockwork arm and a golden smiley mask or something. So he was really goofy, and he could do the sword pogo attack, which was even more ridiculous in that game than in this one. So he was always just like this really goofy dude, and his voice was way goofier in that one too, because he would like there was one, it was either an intro or an outro to a fight. He would like sit there and like spin, and he would go and then he would fucking disappear. And he would like say Namu all the time. He would be like Namu Namu Namu, or he would go like evil with it and go Namu. Like he was fucking weird and hilarious in Soul Calibur 2, even more so than in this game. I feel in this game they like made him look very serious. Like he's still got a very wacky design, but he looks very different than he did in Soul Calibur 2, and way less goofy. So like definitely like look up the Soul Calibur 2 version of him, because what the fuck is happening? But there we go. That's Yoshimitsu. I'm glad we seemed to kind of like him. He is like a surprisingly cool guy, despite the way he looks. So that's kind of a, you know, he's a surprisingly good character, and I think a lot of people sleep on him. Okay, so like when you do these things, I'm remembering this now. Like the background changes to show where they are. So he starts in Japan. This is... Where is this? I don't even know where this is actually. Oh, it looks like... I think it's... Is that Korea maybe? Then he goes... It looks... looks like north to China. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I don't think it's Spain. This doesn't really strike me as Spain. So yeah, it does tell you where they go. There's really no indication of that, like I think within the thing. So there it is. Okay, so the other character that I said I would do today, at the request of Dora, I don't know why I spaced out for a second there, was Siegfried. So we're doing Siggy. We're doing the main character, arguably, kind of, asterisk, there really isn't one. Siegfried Raw. Well, we'll do Siegfried, because I just said we're doing Siegfried, so. I kind of included that in the tweet I sent out about this, too. We will also, we'll also do Grow at some point, so. I know his is like longer, oddly. Not oddly.
The Azure Knight, previously known as Nightmare, the former wielder of Soul Edge, who brought the world to its knees. In truth, he was first a knight named Siegfried. After killing his...
Wait, hang on a second.
...father by accident.
Hang on. Something just clicked in my brain. Shit. No, I... Still want... Stop. Sorry. Something just dawned on me, because remember how I said there's like... Yeah, okay, I think... Okay. Hang on, I gotta do some research. Hang on, I'm dumb. Remember how I said there was like an order to some of them? Like some of them only unlock when you play others? I gotta try and figure out, because I know Nightmare and Siegfried like do the thing. So... There we go. We might, because we might have to do Nightmare first, which would be fine, so... Okay. Yes. All right. I was right. It just, like, for some reason it dawned on me, because I was like, wait, isn't Siegfried's, isn't his timeline like later in the thing? So yeah, his timeline starts here in 1587. So we gotta go back. We gotta go back to the past, Samurai Jack, and do Nightmare first. But we will be doing Siegfried. I kind of forgot about this. I was gonna separate them, but this one is kind of a two-parter, which is cool. Some of them are like that.
The Azure Knight appeared in Europe out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Bound to no state, his endless, indiscriminate slaughter earned him the title Nightmare. Every night, Nightmare appeared,
well,
committing acts so heinous, he soon became a symbol of fear. Still, despite rumors about him spreading like wildfire, his true identity remained a mystery.
Except the fact that I spoiled it 2 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
It's just a rumor, nothing more.
I don't get it. If he kills everyone, who is there to spread the word about him?
Sounds fishy to me. I never heard any of these rumors when the war was in full swing, or when the plague hit town.
Who's that at this hour? It's always something.
Boy, what's going on? Who goes there?
Huh?
He's dead.
I guess you could say they're having a nightmare. Ba-dum-bum. Imagine squaring up the nightmare with some fucking nunchucks. I mean, they had blades on them, but like, do you know? Alright, Claxy, good luck. I mean, in fairness, Dora, you are walking a path of corpses.
I thirst. I thirst.
Me too. Bring me Capri Sun.
I need art of Nightmare drinking a Capri Sun now. It's definitely interesting to hear him talk about, like, just, wait, no. It's definitely interesting to hear him talk about thirst, because, like, I feel that. No, it's definitely interesting to hear him with, like, a filter over his voice, because in Soul Calibur 2, he didn't have one. He was just like, ah, this is it.
So
Oh no, it's
you are
that guy.
Nightmare. Could
Raphael's
you
friend.
perhaps lend us your power?
High interest rates.
Our tyrannical ruler must be stopped. Wait. What is it you seek? Money? Glory?
Probably blood. Nightmare seems like he's having an off day.
What are you going to do?
That seemed about right.
Stand strong. Protect the Lord.
It's like in Willow, you gotta protect the Lord from the Lord, so you can get the Lord. And then she can sing Green Light. And Yellow Flicker Beat. Look at this soldier man. I really... Have I ever watched Lost? No. I have seen Found, though. God, this weekend has been short. It just has. I got a little bit of writing done today, but like not as much as I wanted to. I ended up watching a over an hour long. Damn, I kind of just slammed him to the ground. I ended up watching over an hour long video about Kingdom Hearts 3. Ooh, there's an officer. There's the general. I've never seen that movie. So, like, Dora, have you gone from liking Siegfried to liking Nightmare now? Or is this just, like, because he's Siegfried?
Help me!
Show me your soul. Well, the guy that I watched the Kingdom Hearts 3 video on, he's called King K, and he has videos on pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game. Are you? I mean, I feel like you found some of them kind of boring. I mean, you're cheering for Nightmare in all caps, so... Oh, hey, you got the castle. Except for Gossipy Villager, that guy's an ass. It's true.
Ostrinsburg Castle. Is that really where he dwells? Bandits likely ransacked the place.
I still
Probably
like
nothing of
Kingdom Hearts.
value left.
Keep your
I should really
voices
stream
down.
that series at some point.
We've
That'd be
lost
interesting.
too many soldiers around these parts. Huh?
I love that people just die in this story mode.
Oh, it's him! How dare you haunt our lands? Haven't you?
People just kind of fucking die. It's a problem. Damn. Oh my god, this guy's actually good. Yo. How did I fucking miss? My arm is fucking gigantic. And his head was right there. He looks like Doom Guy? What? No, I love Nightmare's design though. It's really good in Soul Calibur 2 as well. It gets kind of ridiculous after that, but like, especially in 4. In 4, he's just like fucking, like, totally whack looking. But in 2 and in this game, it's really good. I think I might prefer 2's slightly better over this. But that's probably just bias. I still don't know which Twilight Princess motif you think it is. That one?
He's too strong. Retreat! Retreat!
Give me your souls!
He is kind of just murderizing everything, and there's nothing wrong with that. We love that for him. You do you, honey, slay. Yas, bitch, slay. That's what they say, right? That's what the people say? I think so. The Covenant Shield? Who came up with that name?
Nightmares growing more egregious by the day.
What if he is? His cruelty is a feast for the eyes.
But
I don't know,
all
people
that
just
killing
showed up
for
and didn't
killing's
die, I
sake?
guess.
What could he hope to achieve?
Even I cannot tell. He no doubt needs plenty of souls. His appetite is insatiable.
I'm starting to doubt this is about resurrection.
What? We have intruders? The leader steps onto the stage.
Is he still not satisfied?
Keep your nonsense to yourself.
I like how they don't really talk
Forward to
to
seeing you in
Nightmare.
action.
They just kind of talk about him while he's in the room. Oh my god, look at fucking Zidane over here. Oh, that's a shit. Or like fucking Isaac from Golden Sun. Look at this RPG ass motherfucker. Well, guess Golden Sun ain't getting that sequel. Oh god, oh, this knight's doing the sexy dance. No, this guy pretty much looks like the Steiner. He might be killing the cast from Final Fantasy IX. I think I've watched LPs of both of the first two games. I think I finished the first one. Super Geniuses. Okay, this one doesn't really look like they're from Final Fantasy IX. Certainly not Beatrix, right? And Garnet's not a redhead, so... You're gonna run out of people to kill, right? You're gonna have killed everyone in the world, and then there will be no one left to kill. Like, come on, man. You gotta learn how to play chess or something.
We have to stop him, here and now. It's Soul Edge. Maintain your focus. He is but one enemy.
Overbearing. Oh, yeah, fuck this guy. Oh, Nightmare, you're stabbing people again. You just never stop.
You monster!
Order it from Amazon.
Cannot lose. Go!
It's like people line up and he just stabs them with a giant sword. The way of things when you're Nightmare. Look at this red gloved and booted son of guy. Wow. I just pierced his heavens with my drill. Good lord. How uncouth of me. Oh, what is this music? Holy crap. Why is that such a good move? Well, that's a fucking 2/3 of his life gone. I kind of like playing as Nightmares. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Siegfried, I'm the one who pierced my body and took my life. End my suffering.
Who the fuck is Frederick?
You shall. That is why you need souls. With them, all your wishes will come true. Call me back from hell. More souls. That's my boy, Siegfried. I need more souls.
You know, I don't think this Frederick fellow, I don't think he's very cool.
Was none other than a young man whose mind was warped by the sweet words of the sword. As its puppet, he relentlessly harvests souls, and once he gathers enough, the soul edge will return to its former glory. Soon, Father.
God, his design is so badass.
The names of the warriors
How can he
whose
be
fates
so
were
cool?
bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Okay, so it looks like there's actually one more Part 2 Nightmare story, but it didn't take us right into it, probably because all of Siegfried's story happens within the time that it does. So, we're going to start Siegfried now. For real this time.
The Azure Knight, previously known as Nightmare, the former wielder of Soul Edge, who brought the world to its knees. In truth, he was first a knight named Siegfried. After killing his father by accident, Siegfried...
Actually... I promise I have a point. I promise. You probably would have been able to figure this out on your own, but I'm gonna point it out anyway because partially I'm trolling at this point, but I did want to actually point this out. So like there's this big gap, right, between Nightmare's last thing and Siegfried's first thing, right? So it's like 2 years, right? If you go up and look at the main timeline, you can see that the main story takes place here as well. So Kilik fights Nightmare in 1586 AD. It's very hard to like actually do this story in like chronological order and remember all of the shit that's supposed to be happening. But like, so between Nightmare's story and now, Kilik defeats Nightmare and Xianghua defeats Inferno, and also Kilik defeats Inferno. You know what I'm talking about. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at when we start Siegfried's story for real this time. I promise. I'm gonna hit next and I'm gonna set the controller down.
The Azure Knight, previously known as Nightmare, the former wielder of Soul Edge, who brought the world to its knees. In truth, he was first a knight named Siegfried. After killing his father by accident, Siegfried fell into a deep denial, which eventually twisted into a desire for revenge against his father's imaginary killer. To enact his revenge, he needed power, which led him to Soul Edge. Turned into the sword's puppet, he became Nightmare, until losing in battle to Kilik. When the sword was shattered, Siegfried found himself awoken from the strange spell he had been under. Though freed from Soul Edge's grasp, he now had to face the fact that it was he who had killed his father. On the ground to his side lay the shattered remnants of Soul Edge.
Father, what have I done? The
That's a
feel
good
my
intro.
sword as it thrust into his body. I remember it all. Father, forgive me. From the moment I held Soul Edge, I began harvesting souls. The sword warped my mind. How many people have I killed? My sins are too great. I want to peel my skin off. I want to escape myself.
That's an oddly specific thing to want to do to yourself.
The Knight of the Great Sword. You are Nightmare, correct?
How do people even know he's not in the armor anymore?
Answer me. Can you not speak?
Nobody knows what he looked like. Like, what the hell?
I'm Nightmare.
You make me sick. My comrades deserved better than that brutal death at your hand. You shall die here this day.
This does kind of suck for Siegfried, you know? He wakes up and he's like, oh shit, I fucking killed everyone. Remember that time that I killed literally everyone on the planet and ran out of people to kill? Shit. Gonna have to deal with that, huh?
Battle 1. Fight!
Ready?
So I wonder if Siegfried even fights, man. Like, he doesn't really seem like he wants to, you know? Yeah, he was behind me and I fucking launched him in front of me. Kind of missing those instant replays.
How long must this go on for? Will I ever be free of this nightmare?
That's a pun. Dora, I'm a little worried about you. Because you're encouraging that he be proud of murdering everyone for no reason. It's one of the warning signs as I hear it.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
Who are you?
Sorry, but you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
Yay, Sophidia makes everything better.
No, wait!
Soul Edge. Even reduced to shattered shards, it emanates evil. If I don't do something, it will corrupt the area with its wickedness. Or still, someone could come here and try to resurrect it. I may never be able to pay for my sins, for their evil can never be expunged. However, I may be able to atone to an extent. If I could ensure that Soul Edge never wreaks havoc again.
Unlikely.
Yes. That's the only hope I have. I must do it with my own two hands.
I mean, they're gonna make a sequel eventually, man. It's
Can
gonna
I
happen.
ever truly atone?
Nightmare. At last, we meet again!
Yes. It is I, Nightmare. Exact your revenge.
I need not your permission. Prepare to die!
My god, they did
However,
not pay that voice actor
I
well enough.
cannot die yet.
Tosses it into volcano, kind of like some other evil fantasy item, you know? I don't know. But I don't know, it seemed to work in that story, so. And I don't think it's in development, because they gotta do, I think they're working on a Tekken game right now. Dang, you broke my fucking chest piece off.
Ready? Ready? Let's do this. Taste the power of my sword. Haven't had enough.
Yeah, I imagine after the new Tekken is out, they'll probably Soul Calibur may be their next thing.
I see blood, darkness, death. No, I am myself and nothing else. I will not submit to that living nightmare again.
He said nightmare.
Crimes weigh heavy on my soul.
Which one? You got many when you killed a bunch of people. That's a bad joke. That's not even a joke.
I smell you. So sweet. The scent of soul edge.
Still, I attract the malfested like flies to dung.
Come on now, talk about yourself better than that. That's the first thing.
You're undoubtedly Nightmare. You have soul edge hidden on your person, yet you appear so weak.
Siegfried is kind of a downgrade playstyle-wise.
Do you know how it is I know you're Nightmare?
Alas, I have no idea.
It's because I was a malfested who worked under you, you fool!
Wow, I don't remember the malfested being so goddamn
The
mouthy.
nightmare you seek is no more.
So it seems. How about I crush you like the worm you are and become the next Nightmare?
God, why is this a 3-rounder? This dude's nobody. This dude is like the closest you can get to Cloud in character customization. And now he's shirtless. Okay. God, I love that noise they make though. Wow, 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 wow. It's so funny. That's not what I thought I was gonna do there, but okay.
Haven't had enough?
Oh, you fucking escape, alright.
Sorry, but your path ends here.
Yo, you wanna stop winning? Fucker. God damn it. I mean, come on now. Hey, one. All I gotta do is kick him in the face, apparently. You know.
The malfested are appearing more and more. Could it be that Soul Edge is getting stronger? I refuse to give up. I'll do whatever it takes.
You are kind of like murdering people in its
There must be some
presence.
way.
It seems probably like a thing.
That's it. That sword that pierced Nightmare, I mean me, and shattered Soul Edge.
That sword that
If
pierced
I
the
had
me.
that, calls to me. What's going on? I can hear a voice from afar. It cannot be, can it? The sword that destroyed Soul Edge. It calls for help, I think. What? It's trapped inside the cursed sword? Take Soul Edge in hand? My hand. It's shaking. If I grip Soul Edge, I might become Nightmare again. I must stay strong. There is no other way.
Boy, what a story that is. Soul Calibur appeared before him and he watched as it was swallowed up by this strange dimension where it would be slowly devoured by evil. Well, I don't even know how to begin to explain that, but we're probably fighting Nightmare, so here we go.
Where am I? It's that sword. You wish for me to hold you?
Oh.
I shall not allow it.
Are you Soul Edge?
Just a little more, and this power will be mine.
This is the most you've spoken.
You pitiful puppets. Submit to me. Obey my will.
Submit? What are you, Ansem? Alright, this fight's probably going to be extra, isn't it? I said that about the Yoshimitsu fight, and it wasn't that bad. But this one's probably going to be extra. Because it's like Siegfried versus Nightmare, and that's usually pretty important. Or how perfect is that? Okay, well. That's probably just symbolic. Oh shit, now he's Inferno? Hello?
Let's do this. Taste the power of my sword. Haven't had enough. Let's do this.
I keep failing to, but it hit him. So just, I guess he'll die. Welp.
Did I do it? Strength fails me.
Fails you? You just got 2 perfects, you dingus.
Is this the end for me? But if the sword's power is unleashed someday, that time, it will come.
I don't know what I did to that during that fight. Don't answer me these questions.
Nightmares raged on. No one knows of his sacrifice. However, if there was ever one who could prevent the resurrection of the cursed sword, it would be Siegfried. He who dashed Soul Edge's hopes of devouring Soul Calibur. The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the 2 swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Well, and there's Siegfried. Can you give him a hug now? Yes. He does need one. He's been through a lot. Okay, well, now we can do Nightmare's side story. I don't know what this is about.
traveler? This late at night? That guy? Hard to tell with all the rain, but that looks like some fancy armor. Maybe a knight who's lost his way.
Hey, you there, Sir Knight! It's dangerous to be out in such a terrible storm.
You are so getting
I'll
stabbed.
put you up if you're looking for a place to stay.
You are so getting stabbed.
I thirst. Give me your souls. I must rise again.
Where am I? So many dead. Did I do this? Cursed sword must have taken control while I slept. Damnation!
Have I never played this? Because I thought it was only Nightmare Side Story 1. Okay. Oh my god, who's this guy?
Awaited your return, my king.
This fucking Fire Emblem boss
The
guy.
king has come home. The malfested scattered across the land will again gather here in droves. And while it is true their numbers have dwindled, it is but a simple matter to create more.
I must reclaim my power. Bring me my lost fragments.
I've played most of it. I haven't done a whole lot of Libra of Soul.
But to recover them with any efficiency, we will need more pawns.
I leave it in your hands. I must sleep now.
But apparently I
As you command, my
don't
king.
have everything in this
If you'll
mode.
excuse
I know there's like a couple of things that I'm missing, but I didn't know about anything else.
This body's host is truly vexing. However, his pathetic struggles will soon cease.
I don't know if I guess this is it says side story, but I don't know exactly what I don't know if this is canon or not. This seems like it wouldn't be canon.
Oh, even this sword is slowly being stained with evil. At this point, I am in control of myself for only a fraction of the day. Still,
Canon, oh my god.
I can at least protect this blade from the cursed sword.
I just bought a Tui shirt before the stream because apparently that's a thing.
Hey
What the
there,
hecko?
Siegfried.
Who
You
the
still
hecko?
protecting that silly sword.
You are kin of the cursed sword. I thought I told you never to return.
How mean. Weren't we once traveling companions? I quite enjoyed that journey with you. The young knight who wielded the all-powerful
Oh,
soul edge.
this.
You took up soul
They
edge to
added
reclaim
this.
everything that was taken
That's
from
what
you,
happened.
Then slaughtered untold thousands of Ottoman Empire invaders. Even
She's
the
describing
whole
the plot of Soul
Emperor
Calibur
recognized your
Legends.
deeds. You became one of the most famous knights in all of history. We could even resurrect your father if you wish. Our journey isn't over yet. Come, let us embark on another delightful adventure.
Actually, this music is from Soul Calibur Legends.
I will not be led astray any longer. The dead can never return. No words are nothing but lies.
I've actually been wanting to see this. This is cool, actually.
It's not impossible. It simply requires a human or two. Well, I'll just have to find another way to convince you to cooperate. Your stubbornness is bothering Soul Edge.
You've already stolen my body. What more do you want from me?
Soul Edge is still but a weapon. Without the host's will driving it, it cannot realize its full potential. Besides, I'd really like for you to give me back that sword you're guarding.
Give it back? I don't remember ever giving it to you in the first place. I shall defend this sword until my body is truly no longer mine.
What to do, what to do. I wonder if more despair will make you more agreeable. Oh, remember those people who cared about you? I hear they're doing all they can to keep together that little group of yours. They've been struggling ever since you popped off dear Daddy's head and ran away in disgrace.
So you grew bored of simply peering into my heart, did you? Decided to keep an eye on them too?
This is so weird. And also, there's nothing happening.
It's a bother for us too, but we will do whatever we must. Still, I'm surprised how popular you were. You should feel proud. What was the name of that girl you saved again? Salia, was it?
I don't remember that.
She's putting on a brave face filling in for you. As you humans say,
I don't.
brings a
Was she
tear to
in
my
something
eye.
like Legends? I don't remember.
How about we have you kill her with your own hands? Just like your father. Oh, or should we order someone else to do it? Maybe Johan. Or perhaps Curtis.
Curtis! No one will get that.
Try it. If you don't mind losing my body and this cerulean sword, of course.
Aha! Was that a threat? You are quite entertaining. Forget it. I've still got much to do anyway. See you around, Siegfried.
Dude, can we please have Isco in the next game? That would be so hype. For no one except for me.
I never imagined the
I don't know that I ever
others' presence
finished Soul
would
Calibur
strengthen
Legends,
the sword's
actually. It's kind of a
evil
shitty
power to
game.
this degree.
But I enjoyed a
I
decent
won't be
amount of
able
it.
to both hold Nightmare back from slaughtering others and protect the sword much longer at this rate. If only there was an opening. Some way to distract Soul Edge, so that it stops focusing on me and the sword, even if just for a moment.
That was a weird experience that we just had together. I guess the light blue worms are things I haven't done yet. Eternally Blazing Soul. Can I do this? I don't think so. Well, this is depressing. Got all happy for Siegfried and he's gone again, apparently.
Greetings, my king. Johan Durer Greatblade has returned.
So, how is Wolf Chronicle?
Oh, she's back.
Princess Hildegard leaves no openings, and her army is strong.
Hildegard! Oh my
For
god.
the time being, the wise course is to slowly sap their strength. I was also unable to recover King George. Regardless, he remains an extremely valuable pawn for our manipulation.
This is so different. This feels like another game.
It sounds like even the Great Blade is having trouble. Still, Wilhelm losing the use of his arm is a fine achievement, I suppose.
Who the fuck is that? Who's Wilhelm? Oh, hell!
You know that dour killjoy, Sword of the Inquisitor?
Sword of the Inquisitor? Is this fucking... That's, Oh my god, what the fuck is his name? Xander from Fire Emblem Fates.
Sorry, did I pry? I do not much care one way or the other.
It was like Xander mixed with Bruno. Like, what the fuck? No, this is... it's kind of DLC. It was an update
But no cause for concern.
that I think they added with like the last wave of DLC.
Each spreading calamity and growing plump with power.
Oh, plump.
It will be far more convenient for us to gather fruit that's already ripened on the vine. Don't you agree?
That sounds odd. No, I'm not gonna. There was a word, but I'm not gonna use it. Oh, guys, stop talking about this like this.
Inquisitor, bolster our ranks, gather powerful souls.
Oh, the organ.
It is not long before it will be part of me. My flame will burn bright again.
No, I don't like that.
And my rising shadow will blanket the world.
No.
Chosen by history, a man becomes a warrior. Engraved into history, a warrior becomes a hero. Transcending history and the world.
A tale of souls and souls, eternally retold. He says that at the beginning of Chronicle too.
Our story takes place in the 16th century.
To be continued. Oh shit. Wow, yeah, they basically were like, hey, we're gonna make a sequel to this game at some point. Well, that's cool. I hadn't seen that because I think they did. Oh my god, look at all this shit. So wow, that was a lot of stuff that happened. Man, that just makes me feel real bad for Siegfried. Like, he's just like, he kind of got Kingdom Hearts there a little bit. I kind of want to do one more, but I don't know if how long it's gonna take. Let me see, is there a short one here? See, I unlocked one on Grow here too. Nightmares Extra. It was I'd actually never seen it before. And they brought in a character from from like the spin-off game, and I got a little bit excited. Even though the spin-off game is not particularly good. Not those. We have taken out quite a few of these. I mean, we've done Gerald the Salamel, Talim, Tira, Raphael, Yoshimitsu, Voldo, Siegfried, Nightmare. And it's a big chunk right there that we haven't done. We haven't done any except for Taki. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna attempt another one tonight. I know we only did 3, which is not a whole lot, but like, oh well, I guess. Anyone have any suggestions for which ones we do next time? Anyone you wanna see? So we have Cassandra left, we have Amy, we have Sophitia, who I'm trying to save towards the end. Let's see, we did that one. Astaroth, Song, Mina, who apparently I have another node on hers to unlock, which is a little bit annoying. Though it's okay. Song, Mina. I think we have to do Ivy before Cervantes, but we could definitely do that 2-parter next time if you wanted to. Groh has to be done before as well, as I remember it. And then we have the trio Xianghua, Maxi, Keelik, and of course Mitsurugi. So, Deadsec says Xianghua, and Dora says girl. So maybe we can take care of those two next time. Certainly. But yeah, if you ever want to suggest any, you know, while I'm in between streams or whatever, that's a thing. So yeah, we'll definitely do Xianghua soon. And then maybe girl. I want to, you know, I could do it. Yeah, let's do Xianghua tonight. How about that? Are we good? Is that good? Were you all like, okay, I'm ready to go? Are you all like, I'm ready to go to bed for the night or whatever, or ready to be done with the stream, or should I do it? I don't know. Again, I keep going back and forth because now I'm like, no, maybe I'll save it. Yeah, I'll save it, I guess, because Lord knows I'm. Oh, damn it! And then someone says I'm game. He'll be up anyway. Okay, fuck it. Let's just do it. I don't think Xianghua's is very complicated because she's part of the main story, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Was born during the Ming Dynasty into the noble Chai house, a family of
Chai? You mean like?
She was raised well by her kind and protective mother. In time, she learned to use her mother's Chinese sword to practice ancient techniques. Though her mother passed away at a young age, Xianghua continued to devote herself to the sword, and in time, became proficient enough to do her family's name proud. Her life, however, was on the verge of taking a sharp turn.
A long time has passed since your
She
mother
looks so
left this
green.
world.
It has.
Things cannot have been easy for you.
I've never really thought about it like that. From time to time, I just remember what my mother said to me.
She's so Wendy Lee. Remember the words of hello, Mom.
To open a way to the ever-changing future.
So whenever I face challenging times, it's up to me to overcome them.
Your attitude reminds me so much of your mother.
And my skill with the sword?
That too, of course.
With my mother's sword in hand, I want to find my own path.
Naturally. And if you wish to serve your country, like others in your family, that path may be open to you.
How so?
Wait, is Wendy Lee Yoko from? Who voices Yoko from Garmon?
Really?
I forget.
Our country is facing difficulties. Even so, you must remember that you represent the Chai name.
A slapdash? Oh my god.
Not be
What the
taken
hell's a
lightly. You will be tested on your intelligence and manners.
Understood.
Every time they say Chai, I just keep thinking of Super Mario Land. That's probably not even the Chai theme, is it? Which one's the Chai Kingdom? Or is the Chai Kingdom boom 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 ba-dum boom boom ba-dum ba-dum boom ba-dum ba-dum boom boom ba-dum ba-dum boom boom. Oh hey, there's Lin Yu. Oh no, that's me, May.
I will, and
sorry.
then some. No one can match my skills with a sword.
Don't hurt yourself. The exam has only just begun.
I know. Oh, is that mooncake?
What?
Looks great. Ow!
Shit. You can eat if you pass the exam. Just remember that. The mooncake. The mooncake. Oh god, we're fighting soldier. Look at this guy. The Xianghua just does not do a whole lot of damage in general. Which I think is one of my problems with her. I don't have a whole lot of problems with many characters. Like, some characters I'm just like, blah, 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 with. I think Xianghua is one of them because she just does not do a whole lot of damage.
I didn't expect a written exam.
That wasn't a written exam.
Make it this hard? Of course we did. I've never been good at this sort of thing.
If you've got time to whine, you've got time to write.
Who has a conversation during a written exam?
I hear your brother was on another level.
He's not around anymore, so what does that have to do with anything?
If I get into the Emperor's Guard, I could probably try to find him for you.
You could, but to do that, you need to worry more about your exams than Mooncake, no?
Okay.
Jeez. This is a silly little story, isn't it? We have very much mood whiplash here from Nightmare. Suburbs of Beijing. Man, last night I watched Ip Man. That was a neat movie.
Whoa.
I don't have a lot to say about it,
So
honestly.
many people. The exam must still be in its early stages.
Wow, there's nothing here. It's just a green plate.
I can't
Oh,
believe
there's
there's
Ling,
actually
right?
another woman here.
And you are?
The name's Liang Lingyu. It's an honor to be here with one of the Chai family.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
What better way to get acquainted than by going around or two?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Who wears a flower in their hair for an exam? Is that a thing? Like, I don't know, maybe it's lucky.
Battle 1. Fight!
That seemed like an armor knocking move, and I didn't knock any armor off. That's disappointing. God, this whole series just makes me sound like a big ass fucking perv. Maybe I should stop that shit. Damn. Let me just kick your face into the ground, that's fine. Well, damn.
Just kidding.
She's Animu. Or as Travis Touchdown would say, Moe.
Wow, you Chais really are something.
Thanks.
It'd be great to work alongside you, fighting for justice in the Guard.
For justice?
Yeah, justice will always prevail.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Another tough training session today. Want to get some food together, Lingyu?
How about we go for another round first?
What? Now?
Oh,
What
you
would
want
do
to
if
go
the
for another
Emperor was
round?
attacked right now? You couldn't just ask me
God,
to wait
shut
one
up.
week, could you?
I just need to stop talking.
Okay. All right.
But then why are you here? Oh, we're actually doing this? We're like literally fighting Lingyu again, really? Oh yeah, I don't need to. It could just be text. Apparently, yes. It's just in the forest and we're at night. Alright, well. Xianghua 6, Ling Yu nothing.
Huh. This is why I chose to stick close to you. You use a lot of different techniques, but your foundation is solid.
It's nothing compared to yours. I'm just doing what my mother taught me to do.
Oh, there's the Fire Emblem riff for you.
It's your mentality. No matter how good you are with a sword, you can't defend justice if you're easily discouraged.
I'm fine when I need
Oh, the pout. She's so expressive.
Do you think the hero's sword really exists?
Shh! Don't mention that here.
Are you sure about this place? I hear they have a lot of riots around. Ah!
Right on cue. Just try it, scoundrels!
Well, I guess we're not fighting her this time. We're fighting with her. Not against her. That's cool. Damn, my foot wasn't long enough. Or my leg, rather. My foot's just at the end of it. You like that she has a bestie? She sure does. I sure hope nothing bad happens to her. I don't actually remember if anything does or not. This all takes place before her time in the main story, by the way.
This is where it
Well, too bad for you, Daros the pirate.
Like I say, justice will prevail.
Somehow we're still alive. Ling Yu? Are we lost?
Xianghua, you just don't get it, do you? We don't follow paths. We create them wherever we go.
That's not... I mean, that's a...
Ugh, I could eat a horse.
Damn. That was her response to that inspirational quote. I could eat a horse.
Here,
Oh, and now we're back with
have some
Mayday.
tea. Yay, mooncakes! Nom nom.
Thanks.
She literally said, nom nom.
The hero's sword. What's so important about it? Is it really worth risking one's life for?
If it's for justice, then sure.
I wish I was as steadfast as you, Ling Yu.
The fuck is
I
that?
haven't got a clue as to what I should do.
You impressed me with your ambition when you told me you wanted to become an officer. But wouldn't your mother be upset?
She always said, fate is carved with your own hands.
Words of wisdom.
I just like
Really?
heard something and I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it suits you.
All right. I'm feeling a bit better.
That's the spirit, you two.
It was like a little scraping sound is what it was. Kind of freaked me out. I don't know if it was like... Maybe there was a cat nearby or something? Like in the kitchen? I don't know. Kind of freaky though. Okay.
was too much to ask for us to work together. You do understand I won't hold back.
But
Shit, I keep skipping her lines.
Your blade's shaking, Xianghua. I'll take no pride in beating you like this.
Oh, I guess we're fighting her again. I'm still gonna be thinking about this all night now. Oh, fucking what? The fucking shit was that, you fucking cheat? The fucking what? Why are you just gonna take me on a rocket to the moon? Really? Anyone else think she looks kind of like Tifa? Like, I don't know, but it's just a weird feeling. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's like something. I don't know what's giving me that impression. It's like, any reactions to the audience or anything. Okay. Well done. I love how this place doesn't look like anywhere they would be taking this exam or whatever. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. I swear to God. The AI in this game can just choose to block your fucking...
Thank you. No more hesitating.
Because she was not, like, play that footage back. She was not blocking when I did that. Oh no, we're crying now.
Wow. You're really something.
Lingyu,
Come on, Xianghua. What's with that expression?
Oh, hi.
Don't cry.
I wish that were me.
Stand tall. Be proud.
Don't ask which one.
Victor. Justice will prevail. That better?
Yeah, better.
A quest for the Sword of Salvation.
So that's why the Third Corps is using the Emperor's Guard.
Here I am, finally. Another path closed to me. In that case,
Fate is carved with your own hands. Use that sword to open a way to the ever-changing future.
Mother, Lingyu, just you watch what I can do.
Oh, you're not adding me. Well done.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
You gotta remember, this is a prequel to her part in the main story, so that's where it ends. We know what happens next. She meets Keelik, they fight some shit, and then they do the bang. Alright, so that's really the end this time. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I hope daylight savings time doesn't, like, fuck you over too badly. I hope tomorrow should be good, actually, because instead of, like, looking at the clock and me going, oh fuck, it's 10:42 already, I'll look at the clock and go, oh hey, it's 4 p.m. already. That's fucking rad. We'll see how that works out. I've got a 5-day week this week instead of working Saturday, so we will also see how that works out. The issue with that is like, usually I look forward to a weekend on a week like this, but like, I'm always tired by the end of the week because I only had a day and a half the previous weekend, because that's how it worked, and it was just like. But anyways, yes, thank you for hanging out. I always appreciate all of you when you do this. It's good times, it's good stuff. Thank you. I will see you Thursday, and we'll do Grohl and maybe some other people. So yeah, see ya.